know the future, now everyone can read my mind. Chapter 3, Verifying True or False. Geto Suguru hadn't even opened his mouth to speak before the three of them heard Seina's voice from the other side. Amanai Riko is really that short, no wonder she had to jump just to give Gojo Satoru a slap. Geto Suguru's face no longer red. Shoko, cigarette fell from her mouth. Gojo Satoru. A vein popped on Gojo Satoru's forehead, and he immediately jumped up, ready to charge forward. Who did he say give me a slap? Say it again. Who dares slap me? Geto Suguru instantly grabbed Gojo Satoru from behind, while Shoko quickly reached out to cover Gojo Satoru's mouth. The two of them worked seamlessly together to stuff Gojo Satoru behind a large tree. Seina, hearing the commotion, turned his head to look. Was someone just over there? The three of them, in a twisted posture, huddled behind the not-so-large tree, with Gojo Satoru still struggling in protest. No one. Seina wondered. Geto Suguru snapped his fingers with difficulty. The summoned cat spirit immediately let out a soft meow, resembling a feline temptress, even batting Seina's clothes with its paws. Seina's attention was instantly drawn back to the cat. Maybe it was just my imagination. The two behind the tree couldn't help but quietly let out a sigh of relief. Gojo Satoru also slightly calmed down. What are you two afraid of? Gojo Satoru whispered in confusion. If he discovers us, then so be it. We can directly ask him what's going on. Why can we hear his thoughts, and why does he know so much? But we can only hear his thoughts, not something he's actually said out loud. He could totally deny everything, and you have no proof of what he's thinking. Shoko crossed her arms and analyzed. I have a hunch that even he himself doesn't know we can hear his thoughts. If you expose it, who knows if he'll close himself off to us or if we'll even lose this ability altogether. Geto Suguru closed his eyes and speculated. True. Shoko nodded in agreement. Right now, he has this ability, and we can hear his thoughts. We can maintain the current situation and foresee the future, avoiding bad outcomes. Shoko's not wrong. Geto Suguru joked. For example, if I know you'll kill me in the future, I'd better stay far away from you. You guys can't even prove if what he's thinking is real or not. Gojo Satoru felt that Geto Suguru's joke wasn't funny at all. He frowned and said, what if he's just wrong about everything? What if it's all just his personal judgment? Further down this road is the mental hospital. You make a valid point. I'm going to verify it myself. Before Geto Suguru could react, Gojo Satoru had already stepped out. He approached Seina, his 190-centimeter frame completely casting a shadow over the crouching Seina. Seina looked up, saw that it was Gojo Satoru, and opened his mouth, as if to say something, but ended up saying nothing. Why is Gojo Satoru at Renchoku Girls' High? Is it part of the storyline? Is the Okinawa arc about to start? Storyline? Geto Suguru and Ieri Shoko exchanged a glance. Gojo Satoru frowned slightly, staring deeply at Seina, before turning and heading towards the girls' school building. I should probably leave quickly, stay far away from the main storyline, stay far away from danger, just to keep myself safe. But I kinda want to see the drama. Is Gojo Satoru here to find Amanai Riko? But didn't Amanai Riko just leave? Gojo Satoru paused for a moment, then continued walking forward. He wasn't supposed to know that Amanai Riko had already left, so he should continue heading inside the school. If Gojo Satoru keeps going, the schoolgirls are going to scream when they see him, and even the teachers will give him their phone numbers. Does Gojo Satoru know how attractive he is? Does he even know how handsome he is? Gojo Satoru couldn't help but let a small smile tug at the corner of his mouth. He thought, this person, well, he's not so bad. With good looks, a tall figure, self-aware of his handsomeness, carefree yet not cringy. Gojo Satoru had one hand in his pocket, his head slightly tilted back, as he raised his other hand to flick his bangs. Trying his best to present the coolest and most handsome pose, he arrogantly welcomed the oncoming cheering screams of the girls. Too bad only people who aren't familiar with him think he's cool. Those who know him all think he's got a screw loose in the head. The corner of Gojo Satoru's mouth quickly flattened. Geto Suguru couldn't help but let out a snicker. Yes, together with Geto Suguru, they are known as the scumbag duo. Geto Suguru's face turned poker. Shoko smiled broadly as she lit another cigarette. I think it was Ieri Shoko who gave them that nickname. So it was you, Shoko? Geto Suguru glanced at Ieri Shoko. Ieri Shoko took a deep drag from her cigarette and then slowly exhaled. By the way, I heard that Geto Suguru is even more popular with the ladies than Gojo Satoru? Ieri Shoko, oh? Geto Suguru is indeed a very handsome salt-type man, calm, strong, takes care of others, knows how to dress, keeps his long hair tied up, wears earrings, excels at martial arts, and looks like he's got a great figure. Hearing this long list of compliments, Geto Suguru couldn't help but purse his lips, suppressing the smile that was creeping up. Ah! Geto Suguru is so outstanding, so upright, always treating justice and righteousness as his guiding principles, a traditional man like this. Geto Suguru silently nodded. That's right, he was just such a person. Seems like this guy really did understand him. Yet secretly, he'd treat humans like monkeys to toy with. Also, whether they are men or women, old or young, they would willingly work for him just because he's a handsome man. His nickname is, the cult leader. Geto Suguru? What leader? No way, that's definitely not me. Shoko shot Geto Suguru a disdainful look and shook her head. Geto, already like this and you're not scummy enough yet? Gojo Satoru sent a message in their group chat, Suguru, no wonder you had twin daughters at 16 Suguru. So, Suguru, this is who you are, Suguru. Geto Suguru. What is this? He really had no idea what was going on. He swore he didn't do anything like that. He was seriously starting to doubt the truth of this guy's inner thoughts. Who's that? So tall. Can you take off those sunglasses? Whoa, he's so handsome. Such a hottie. Why are his eyes blue? Is he mixed? The girls from the academy were stirred up upon seeing Gojo Satoru. Ding ding ding. A female teacher with a ponytail, wearing a serious expression, walked up to Gojo Satoru. Ah, here comes the classic scene. Even an older female teacher can't resist the charm of a younger guy. She's going to give him her phone number. Gojo Satoru looked at the teacher, who was at least 10 years older than him, and whose left cheek had serious and right cheek had serious written all over it, and thought, there's no way. The next instant, the teacher's eyes lit up, and she secretly handed Gojo Satoru a small piece of paper, covering her mouth with the back of her hand and whispering, "Hi there, this is my contact information. Everyone." This guy's thoughts turned out to be true. His inner thoughts accurately predicted everything that happened around Gojo Satoru. They looked at each other, unsure whether to truly believe that such a bizarre thing could happen in this world. Once again, Seina's inner thoughts echoed. But at this point in the story, Amanai Riko should be here, right? Where is she now? Could she have been kidnapped by someone sent by Fushiguro Toji already? Chapter 3 End.